Azuki Snoi. I have decided to go compile 136 games that I have all played. Now look, before I rate them, okay, I gotta go put some disclaimers here, because if I take one scroll down, there's quite the few games that don't really belong. Number 1. If the game has a Steam page, in this case, as you can see, there are some mods on here, then I consider it a full, game. Exactly that. Visual novels, yes, I consider them to be a single-player game, and yes, they have their own form of a campaign, I guess you could call it. I did put in some examples, some games here that are pretty much worse versions of the newer releases. In this example, there's Persona, as you can see down here. I put Persona 4 and then Persona 4 Golden, and there's a reason for that, which I'll explain when the time comes. And then finally, let's take a look at our rating system here. At the top, you have Kino and Biased. In this example, there will be some games that I acknowledge are actually pretty shitty, but I'm going to go put it up there and saying that I actually really fucking enjoy them, and I think that they are Kino. S+, I think that's something that everyone can agree is Kino. A is like, going down. B is kind of middle of the road. C is like, yeah, this is kind of not very good. And then dog shit is, yeah, I'm going to go be tearing into this. Alright, so let's fucking begin. Postal! Postal 1, I actually do fuck with very hard. I actually really enjoy it way more than any of the other Postal games. I think the other Postal games just fall into the syndrome that I think a lot of games get into, both multiplayer and regular games. In this example, Postal 2 kind of just doesn't take itself seriously and is just an entire satire thing, and well, I'll get onto that when I put it on here, but I really enjoy the serious tone, the top-down kind of gritty nature of Postal. I'm gonna put it A right here. Postal Redux is literally Postal, but completely, just 10 times better. Most of everything's fixed, and I did have a way better time. Postal 1 had some balancing problems. I was pretty much only using the shotgun and like the SMG. Everything else just fucking sucks. But in Postal, I can have fun. Postal 2, hot take, dog shit. I don't know what it is with the internet and just people where like when something's super satire, like times 10 satire, to where it just, the entire joke is, oh look bro, he put a cat on the end of his gun and it's like a silencer, whoa. Yeah, shut the fuck up, that's not funny. I don't really find the game enjoyable at all. Every time I play it, I'm literally just, I take 2 steps and I'm like, this fucking sucks. I can't stand Postal 2. I think its gunplay is dog shit. I think its AI is fucking retarded, and I just overall think it's just not a funny game. BioShock, you go in S tier. I don't think anyone would disagree with me with that. I have tried to go play BioShock 2, but I'm not the biggest fan of how you're a big daddy in the game, and I do enjoy the more lightweight, kind of vulnerable feel of the first one. But other than that, yeah, this game's fucking Kino. I remember watching my dad play it on the fucking Xbox 360, and that shit was spooky as fuck, and because of that, I have never recovered, and I do not like the ocean. Borderlands 1, I guess I'll give it a C. I enjoyed the more serious tone of Borderlands 1, and this is a good example of what I mean with the Postal thing, where it eventually started to get more and more meme-y and oriented towards jokes and pop culture references, and I think that shit's fucking lame. I give it also a C because the weapons in there just suck so much fucking cock. I actually can't tell you how much I fucking hated playing that game. The only fun part is the revolvers and the shotguns. Everything else sucks. The sights in those games are virtually unusable. Every other gun just sucks. It's just not, like, how many times am I gonna say it? It sucks. It just isn't fun. You're just fighting scrags and like all these other like unfun, stupid enemies. I have a very big problem with leveling systems in video games, and this goes for all the Borderlands games, where if you're like 3 levels below, they start literally ass raping you in the middle of the open, and you can't do anything except just grind just to go be the same level, if not higher, to go actually fight that, which I think is just fucking retarded. Borderlands 2, I won't give it an S+, but I'll give it an A. Yeah, I'll give it a bug post, so that's fine. I actually really fuck with the fucking, what do you call it? The robo bitch, necromancer, robomancer, whatever the fuck, technomancer. My biggest complaint, though, is I don't like how they changed revolvers into just basically being normal-ass pistols, and now I will never use them. They fucking suck. Pistols fucking suck in this game. And on top of that, again, this is when the game started to get kind of pop culture referencey, and I hate that. Presequel. You go down here. I think the presequel is super unfun. You're on the moon with a bunch of autistic screeching morons.
Lake should be safe now. Let's get to the Drakensburg so you can find that AI you need.
You know you got no chance, Vault Hunter. I got an army and you got a precocious little asshole.
The idea of Australians in space, while yes, a funny one, it just, the people they have there are so fucking annoying. All they do is just screech, like actually literally screech, and they're, every person you talk to that's an Australian in there just, it sounds like fucking nails on a chalkboard. It just fucking hurts. Laser weapons, don't fucking care. The Last Legion, while it was a very cool concept, I can't really say there's too much else in the game that I really like. I don't think exploring in that game is fun either. It's literally just a bunch of like moon shit, and that's it. I really wish I could give more, but it just fucking sucks. Alright, Borderlands 3. I guess a B tier, that's fine. Has some of the best gunplay in the series, but unfortunately, I don't like the story, I don't like the characters, and on top of that, again, best example right here, shining example of what I mean by just meme, reference. Original Halo. You go up in A tier because I actually really fuck with that like 90s kind of like 80s-ish metallic, like very blocky futuristic design. I think that design is very hard to find nowadays, and usually when you do see it, it's typically in like very old media. I also really fuck with the Magnum. I think the Magnum is it's one of the most satisfying pistols I've ever used in any video game ever. Multiplayer is not the most fantastic thing in the world because you're literally only using the Magnum, and there is a very clear balancing problem. And on top of that, yes, the story does have hiccups. You are teleporting a lot. Halo 2, B tier, above Borderlands 3, because fuck that game. Halo 3, low A. I really do enjoy the Flood, I do enjoy the Brutes, I do enjoy fighting the Elites. I think everything is basically a step up from Halo 2. And on top of that, it did include Forge Mode. Forge Mode is a staple, and it fucking kills me that Infinite didn't have it. Keeping you there. I think I'm gonna move you above. I think right there is fine. Halo ODST. Biased. Yes, I get why people don't like this game, and I understand at the time it was genuinely a ripoff, even if it did have the survival gimmick. And I played it, the survival bit's fine. The story is, I can't say it's anything outstanding, but the reason I hold this in such high regard is because I kind of realized, it's funny, right? You know what I'm about to say. I really enjoy ODST because you're not just some one-man army fucking idiot just like taking on the entire alien race. You're just actually like a squad of like soldiers just like fighting in like a city, and I think that's like actually really cool. Halo 4, dog shit. Reach, I'm gonna give a low B. Reach, I didn't like the campaign. Everything felt really rushed, which is the unfortunate part, because I think Reach has a lot to go off of. I really fuck with the planet with like all the fauna, all the little creatures, and you know, the savannah area and all that, and I do really enjoy how there is consequences. Other than that, I think the multiplayer is keyno. I think that invasion mode they added is also actually liquid gold. Uber Soldier 2, low B. Uber Soldier 1 isn't on here because that's not on Steam, and my ass ain't gonna pirate that. It's an alright game. There's really not much to say. It's just a fine early 2000s shooter, I guess. If you really have like $3 or $2 to spend on a fucking Christmas holiday, then yeah, pick this up. I guess it's fine. It's just kind of forgettable. Super Hot. Yeah, B's fine. I don't have any really complaints about it, but I don't also have much praise. It's a cute concept, and I got it on sale for like $5, and I mean, it is $5. That is true. Dead Space, pure unadulterated Kino. I played this shit for the first time like 3 months ago, and holy shit, yeah, I totally understand why the fuck this is like Xbox's biggest seller for like a long time. That shit's actual fucking beautiful. I don't like horror games, but this shit is the exception. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I'll give it an S. I don't even have an issue with this game. It's just when I finished it, I kind of came to the epiphany here that it's not really the reason I play video games. Don't get me wrong, I really do acknowledge all the like attention to detail, all the like factors that went into the gameplay and all that, and I appreciate it, but it's just not why I play games. But I do acknowledge it is good. Xenoblade. Biased. Don't listen to those fucking morons on Twitter who sit there and like, oh no, I can see boobs, laser beam. Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of hearing this shit. This game is totally fine. I would say realistically, I'd probably give it like a high B, but don't listen to those fucking morons that just have such an issue. Like, they're pussies in like a different way, right? Where like, you know what they are? They're those people that like when a girl tries to go make a move on them, they yank their hand away and they're like, I gotta go. Like, you know what I mean? Like those kinds of people. Swelter. C. This is a Half-Life mod where you take part in the Resistance in like a more desert environment. I can't remember exactly where you are. Maybe you're like the Middle East or some shit. It's alright for a mod. I can't say too much about it. I don't really like the voice acting. I think the gunplay's fine. Yeah, I mean, what else do you really fucking say about a mod? Kimono Friends, Cillian May Cry. It's... no one's gonna know what this is except for me, but basically, if you don't know what Kimono Friends is, just look that shit up. It's up to you. But basically, a fan made a game, put it on Steam, and it was definitely made with Unity. You can tell it's kind of low quality. But for what it is, I had fun. I think it's, it's free, so I can't really bitch and moan too much. And to be honest, it is a cute idea. I've been wanting more Kimono Friends content because, my ass ain't watching anything past the first season. You can look that up as to why later, but it's a cute idea. I'm fine with it. I'm not mad. World of Horror. I'll put you a high A. Junji Ito style is actual liquid gold, some diamondium type shit. I do have fun when I play it, but I'm not giving it an S because I don't think it's very replayable, which is kind of the whole part. Like, it's kind of like a roguelike in a sense, but like I keep getting the same exact mysteries over and over again and like random events, and I don't know if that's just me or like what's going on with my fucking copy of the game, but I don't know, I don't think it's that replayable. Christmas Celebration with Sakuya. Give it a B, a low B. There's a guy that goes on the fucking Steam and just makes all these fan games for like Tuhu and whatnot. And they're like very short, like bite-sized, like not even novels. I'd say more like web comics would be kind of like the better way to describe it. In this example, it has good art. I paid like, I think it was $1.50 for it. And $1.50 is worth a lot if you're on the Steam trading market. Doom. I'm going to put you guys here. I think Doom 64 is literally just regular Doom ported to Nintendo 64 or something. I'm sure there's differences, but as far as I'm concerned, all three of these games are literally the fucking same. I played those recently. This is actual, also pure fucking gold. You should play it if you get the chance, because they go on sale very often. Doom 3. No, I don't think I'm biased on this one. I think I'm actually fucking right. I'm putting Doom 3 on a high A. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people hate Doom 3. I think it has something to do with the fact that you're just some random schmuck taking on these like people, these aliens on Mars or something. I think this game's actually pretty good for what it is, and if you like early 2000 shooters, then yeah, you'll fuck with this hardcore like I did. Doom 2016. Put it up here. Yeah, it's Doom. I wish I could say more about it, but yeah, it's a fine game. Eternal. I have a hot take. I won't put it an S plus. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna acknowledge that it's S plus. I don't really enjoy how the new Dooms definitely like strayed away from the old ones. Like even with 3, I would still say that it translates very well compared to like Doom 2, 1, and 64. I don't really enjoy how movementy it feels. I've played Ultra Kill, which is literally just like an indie version of Doom if I had to go describe it. And Ultra Kill gives you so much more freedom and movement and interactivity with the game that I'd kind of have to say that I think Ultra Kill fucking clears. Bet on Soldier. You're going in high C tier. This game is a very unique aesthetic, and I do enjoy the kind of like CSGO type of like item, like weapon armor purchasing. I think that's a really cool concept. The story is fucking, I don't know, it's this weird like psyop boring shit about like literally spending money on like World War III or some shit. I don't even fucking know. All I know is that the game is autistically hard despite me playing on like, I think it was normal difficulty. People will snipe you and like you'll literally get fucking eviscerated by mechs all the time. You're just gonna be corner creeping like at the 30% of the game. That's pretty much what you're gonna be doing. Go Nippon. Do I put it above Halo 4? I definitely put it above presequel. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, if you want to go see more about it, just look at fucking Star's video. There has been certain renditions on it with DLC, like with better writing, so I've heard, but I've only played the base one, and it sucks. Year-long alarm. See. Another boring Half-Life mod. I wish I could tell you more. Snowdrop Escape. Bad mod. Okay, original Fallout. There is no Fallout 2 because I didn't finish this game, and this game I did get an ending, but I didn't even really get one of the, like, end game endings. I tried playing it, and, call me a Gen Z retard, but to be honest, I couldn't get with the fucking how you play the game. I don't really like the isometric kind of RPG style, especially in this manner, because when you play older games, you gotta accept that there's gonna be some jank. There was one time where, like, I didn't even mean to go fucking pickpocket someone, and I was trying to go get the bookcase behind them, and then I fucking pickpocketed them instead, and then the entire town wanted to kill me. There was another thing where I went to a merchant, and I was selling shit, and it goes by a bartering system, and I didn't actually put the money in the other slot, so I was basically just giving someone something for free and never getting paid for it, and that took me like literally an hour to figure out because I just kept doing it and I had to load an old save. It was fucking retarded. Fallout 3. Yeah, I'll put it a high B. Story is cool in concept and not very well executed. I think the old Fallouts have some of the worst gunplay I've literally played in a video game. And on top of that, I will give this one thing over New Vegas. I do think exploring a barren city destroyed by the bombs, with the ghoul underground little populace and all that, I think that's cool. But other than that, can't really say too much about it. New Vegas. I'm only putting you above New Vegas. I don't care what anyone says. The only thing this game does good is in role-playing and in story. Everything else, I don't really enjoy how the older Fallouts look. I don't like how they play. And on top of that, while, yes, adventuring the Mojave as like a lone cowboy, a lone gunman, just, holding down the law, yes, that's a very intriguing concept. But literally, you're walking for fucking hours trying to find destination to destination to destination, and all you're doing are fighting fucking rad scorpions, maybe some powder gangers, and just some robbers. It's just very tedious. Fallout 4. Biased. Fallout 4 has some of the best gunplay in the Fallout series. I'm sorry to go be a nerd emoji about this. Fuck off with all this stupid ass shit that people are saying. A lot of people got mad at the art style change, which, yeah, that's fair. I get it. I don't really like the weird. It's kind of like a weird mix of it being steampunk and like it kind of being a weird futuristic setting. It's kind of odd. And I did even hear someone describe it being kind of like the Jetsons a little bit, which yeah, I can see. And I do sort of sort of like it. It can look like a beautiful game at times, but admittedly, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. It has some of the best modding scenes. I think it has the best explorations. And like I said, if you're just trying to play a shooter with a very linear story, you know, you don't really think of it outside the box, then yeah, I would say it's a good game. A medieval dog shit. Not fun, and I wish I could tell you why, but I played this game 2 years ago, and I had a terrible ass time playing it, and it just wasn't fucking fun. They just spam enemies at you. You run around like a chicken with your head cut off. It's fucking annoying. Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Fun medieval game. You should play it if you also have like $2.50. It's a Source Engine medieval fucking linear story game, and there's really, really fun ass combat you can do. Entropy 0, I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B right here. It's alright. Just a short little mod, and it's definitely way better than most of the other mods on fucking Steam. Entropy 2. I give it a B. I don't think it's anything outstanding. I don't like how the Half-Life community kind of dick rides this game a lot, because like, admittedly, it's fine. Like, yeah, it's a fine mod, but it's nothing like, it's not like it reinventing the wheel here. And to be honest, I don't know. It's just, it's literally the same thing as Entropy 0, but the difference is like now your protagonist actually fucking speaks, and I don't know. I don't really like it, and that ending boss fight just felt kind of LARPy. I don't like it. It just felt fan servicey. Okay, Far Cry series, I am not going to spend any fucking time doing. I'm just going to quickly do it. I'll just do a very condensed opinion on this. The Far Cry series fucking blows. I don't think it has a very intriguing story. I don't really enjoy exploring the world. It's just super boring, super flat, super static, I guess you could call it. The gunplay only gets good at 5, 6, and a little bit of New Dawn, but to be honest, the game fucking blows overall. Far Cry 2 is the only exception because it was kind of the seed that, you know, inspired the rest of the games. Wilson Chronicles. I'll just put it at a high dog shit. It's not the worst, but it's only a beta, and it has like, I think, 2 levels, and for some reason it's still on Steam. So Henry's 2 or Genry's, what the fuck? Genry's Escape from fucking City 17 or whatever. Don't care. Boring ass game. Dusk. I'll give Dusk a B, a low B. No, give it a higher B. Definitely more than fucking Entropy. Cool ass boomer shooter. I remember getting stuck on the last level, and that shit was actually really pissing me off. It's one of those games that like just makes it very confusing to try to find where the like way out is, because sometimes it's like in a nook or a cranny, and God, that shit gets fucking annoying. Cruelty Squad. I would say this is S+, but not gonna lie, I really fucking hate the fandom for this game. Ever since Pyro fucking Inflation Retard made a video on it, you just have a bunch of band kids, fucking theater kids, all these like morons trying to go decipher a deeper meaning from the game, and oh my god, I just can't handle it. I fucking hate fandoms. I hate fans. I hate fandoms. I hate video essay fucking losers. They're just DDLC. Yes, I will get. This is really weird to go categorize. I'll put it A. And then DDLC Plus here. I think both of the games are fine, but actually I'll put it down. My friend did make a really important discovery with Plus, where like, since it was ported to consoles, you know, they can't go into the files to change things. So you had to go, you know, with this virtual desktop, I guess you'd call it, that's where you delete files and whatnot, which he didn't like. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no, I'm reverting my choice. I understand why he doesn't like it, but, you know, if it's for the sake of accessibility, then I get it. And they did add new episodes with the other characters, which I do actually kind of fuck with. Hotline Miami. I think Hotline Miami is a low S, but I think Hotline Miami 2 is a high S. I'm going to put it... I don't know if that deserves to be S. I would put that higher, actually. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. No, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm comfortable with this. People don't understand that, like, Hotline Miami 1 really doesn't make sense without Hotline Miami 2. And on top of that, they got mad at like the creativity part, because you know in 1 you had all the masks and you had a lot more weapons, and yeah, fair enough, but to be honest, I still think that it's not that bad, because let's be real here. The thing about like when you have these like, oh, you know, look at all these choices I have, a lot of the time when you play the game or go back to play it, you typically just go for the most useful one, the most sort of, I wouldn't want to say meta, but the most practical one. Like, who in the fuck doesn't use the Tony mask in regular Miami? Hylics. I'm gonna give the first one a C, but I'm giving the second one, I'm going up to here. Yeah, putting here. I gave one a C because it was made in RPG Maker and it's very clunky and awkward, and the game, it doesn't really tell you too much of what you do, so you do just like kind of bump into walls constantly, just doing fucking nothing until you finally do the boss, which I just had spammed fucking dynamite over and over again and just nuked his ass. 2 actually does have like a sick fucking gnarly ass art style, one of the coolest I've seen in any video game, a cool fucking soundtrack, and on top of that, just overall it's a really fun game to go actually play and like learn about. Yeah, if you have not played any of the Hylics games, I would genuinely just say skip over 1, because you really don't need to know much about 1, just play 2. 2 is actual. Mwah. Holy fuck, I'm not even done. Oh shit, hey, here we go.
54 on the back seat, you dumb cunt.
Wait, dude, look!
Are you beating? Did you just beat a fuck? Are you beating? Stop!
Some of the strong ones are just like total
No.
fucking Kuma bait.
Don't! Get the fuck away from me.
No!
Fuck off! Leave the dog alone.
Get me up!
No!
Dude,
fuck
he's gone!
you.
What am I gonna punch?
Leave him alone.
Fine.
He is a,
Hey, hold on, wait, get over here. I'm gonna give you ammo.
I'm petting him. Fuck you.
There we go. That's some ammo.
I don't trust you around this animal.
What are you talking about? I'm petting him.
I know, but I don't trust you.
See, he likes me, dude. I think we should take him on our adventures.
I agree.
It only took us 500 episodes to go get 1 movie. I think we'll be making it on the big leagues. On the paper, on the back of milk cartons, everything. We got the AdSense. Next, all we need is fans and jerseys. Rent out a whole baseball field, and we're good, babe. We'll make dough in no time.
Yeah, who would have thought 134 games would take a long-ass time to talk about. First Half-Life. Yes, that is... that's an S tier. That's an S tier. God damn, I don't know. Holy fuck. I'm trying to go put it into a way that kind of says about my tastes a bit more. There you go. MMod. This is just better Half-Life. You should play that instead. Blue Shift. I am giving a C. Blue Shift does not do anything new. I really don't know why it was even made. It's kind of forgettable in my opinion. But Opposing Force. Okay, I'm going up there. I think that shit's cool. I love the new weapons. I love playing as a soldier, and fucking everything about it. Amazing. I'm waiting for the MMod version though, because that's coming out. Half-Life 2. I'm giving a mid A. It doesn't have as many aliens. You're fighting the Combine, and yes, the Combine are a very cool enemy to fight, but they don't really have smart tactics. They just run at you with a fucking shotgun or an SMG, just blast you. It does have a cool art style. I love Source, but unfortunately, really, the gunplay is alright, and the characters are fine, but I just prefer Half-Life 1. I think it has a more engaging story and more engaging combat scenarios. Episode 1, yeah, you're here. I like Alex as a companion. I don't really got too many complaints. And Half-Life Episode 2, I'm gonna put below. I don't like the car section. I think the going in the mines is cool, but I don't know. They didn't make it too interesting for me, and I don't like being chased by the Guardian a majority of the time. It could have been better, let's just say that. Lost Coast, it was a tech demo, so yeah, fuck it, I'll give it a B. Black Mesa, low B. A lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this one, but hear me out, okay? I'm sorry, but I don't find the new what do you call it? Remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it. I don't find it engaging. I'm sorry. Yes, the combat is a bit better, and you know it's on Source, yeah, but they still have the stupid ass Combine AI, and honestly, I don't really need this game if I'm being real. Resistance element, also hold on, let me. Holy shit, the fact that fucking Gogo Nippon is all the way up here. JoJo's Eyes of Heaven. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. I'm not a fan of arena fighters, but I do like JoJo, as unfortunate as that is to hear. But I do enjoy the fan service. I do enjoy a lot of the campaign. I think it's a fun adventure, you know, if you pick it up on sale. It's a fun little time waster. I don't got beef with it. GTA 5, the only GTA I've played, and I will put it Kino ass single player. Fucking Kino. Dishonored, yeah, I'd give it an A. Here, and then Dishonored 2, I'll put it above Industria. I'll put it above. I don't think it's an outstanding game, but it does have really fun gunplay, and it does feel like Source. I do really fuck with its like European aesthetic. Do know there's an Industria 2, but my biggest complaint is that this game's very short, and I felt like with the payout, I don't understand a lot of it, and I wish I didn't have to get a second game. I wish it was just like DLC or something. Nekopara, I think this is volume 0. I'm putting this low, I'm putting extra low. I don't really care about that. Volume 1, I'm putting here. That's fine. Volume 2, I think, is actually, oh, fuck me, dude. People are gonna kill me for this. I think volume, yeah, I'll put it here. I think that's fine. And 3, I'm just gonna put it like a high C tier. I think Hylics goes above it though. Nekopara series is fine. I played it back when I was like in like a fucking junior, I think. And you know what? No, I'm not even gonna fucking decipher the deeper meaning, the social capitalistic fucking themes of Nekopara. Whatever, dude. Dead Rising. This is Kino. I played this recently. Yeah, I played that shit. That shit's actual fucking fire. Buy it if you haven't. And this is the regular one, not the remaster. Cheese Pizza 79. High C. That's a hot take. I like the art style, and I do really, really, really enjoy the combat and like some of like the skill elements and all that. But the story, every time I've come back to play it, because I'm on my 3rd run right now, which I just gave up. I don't. Everyone's an asshole. Everyone's a dickhead in Cyberpunk. Like, it's engaging to explore, but it just, I don't know how to feel. Like, it actually does feel like it's actually filled with NPCs and not like living people, if that makes sense. I know that's weird for me to say. The story, I wish it focused more on Johnny and what's his name, your buddy from the start with the heist. I wish it did more of that, because that fucking prologue is super fucking long. Yeah. Project Downfall. You also go down here. You're not that good of a mod either. I wish I could say more about these mods, but what can I say? They're all like an hour long. They don't really do too much, and if I'm being honest here, I really want to know how they got on Steam and why other mods that definitely deserve the like spotlight aren't on there. I really wish I knew. Quake. I'll give it A. I'll put it right here. Valhalla. I do really like Valhalla. I love the art style, I love the music, and I do love the story. Save me, Sakuya, or fucking Save me, Sakuya. What the fuck? I am Sakuya. It's a Doom clone, but also at the same time, I guess you want to play Doom, but not download a mod. Left 4 Dead 1. Let me make something clear. Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2, two completely different games. I'm only going to be looking at the survivors in specific and their campaigns. So, Left 4 Dead 1, yes, it's only going to have, Bill, Rochelle, and all them, and those 4 campaigns. And 2, yes, I know it was later added, but I'm looking at the people there. I'll give it A, and I'll also give this one above it. I like both of the survivors, both of the groups, and I also do really enjoy both of the campaigns. But I will say Left 4 Dead 2's campaign, I don't enjoy how creative, if that makes sense. I really enjoy the darker tones and vulnerable themes of the first more. Alright, FES. I am biased. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I do have Reload in on this, and I will comment on that, but I'll keep it right there for now, and I'll explain a bit as to why when I get to Reload. Portable. Hot take. Don't like Portable. Yes, they did fix the combat that needed to be fixed from the original FES, but to be honest, they downgraded the graphics. They made the story more of a novel, which I don't like. I think that just kind of ruined a lot of it. And now there's this entire argument of the female, protagonist being added to Reload, which I think is such a retarded ass fucking controversy. Yes, I get it. Yes, it was an addition, so yes, it should have been included, and I'm not denying that. But as someone who's played Portable and seen all the additions to it, Katone or Katone, however the fuck you say it, actually adds fucking nothing. The only thing she adds is, okay, the UI is pink, there's new music, and a couple new lines. But other than that, I don't really care for Katone, and I genuinely don't care for Theodore. I think Theodore is a fucking... I wish I could say the words I want to say, but he's just not... I don't like him. I'm sorry, Elizabeth fucking Clears. Yes, don't like Portable. Reload. I would say Reload is a S-tier game. Let me find... here. It is an S-tier game. I do think it is very faithful to the original, and I do like it for doing that. But I don't like the new remixes. A lot of the new remixes fucking blow shit cock. And I wish they allowed you to use the original songs to be replaced, but can't have shit in this fucking gaming society. Don't also enjoy how with FES, going back to it, the original Pro Tag could use all weapons, and I think that was actually a very nice, cool addition. I really wish that you were allowed to do that, because that allowed more replayability. I do like the theurgies, but I don't like how flashy they are. This is the Persona 5 of Vacation that I was kind of worried about, where it's just overly animated, super flashy, and I don't know. It's a little too much, but I mean, other than that, I guess if you can look past it, then yeah, I do enjoy Reload, but FES will always have a place in my heart because I do have a soft spot for the early 2000s graphics, which is why I really fuck with it. Persona 4, regular 4, I'm gonna give a high A, but with Golden, a lot of the changes with the combat and other things, I think just fucking clear. I would say if you were to get into a Persona game, you would probably want to play Golden, because I do think it has arguably the more agreed upon better story and more cheerful cast, which a lot of people like, that actually do have decent dynamic with one another and a more engaging narrative, I guess you could say. But 5, I will say for a time it is above regular 4, and Royal I'm gonna give a bit of a lower one. Royal has some of the best combat in the series, and yes, there is a lot of things that Royal does have, like confidants actually give you buffs, and it does have also very good music like the rest of the games. But I can't fucking lie, man, I don't like the cast in comparison to 3 or 4, and I don't like, there's a lot of things I don't like about it. I don't like how they kind of LARP, literally they LARP as superheroes. I think that shit's corny. I don't like how they have to go to this metaverse about someone's inner mind, about how they see the world because they're because they're up their own ass. It's super goofy, and it's just I can't take the fucking story seriously. But I guess if you push that out of the way, then yeah, I mean, It is fine, and then that third semester came in Royal, which really did help a lot, because that was like, wow, I wish the entire story was just like this, and they didn't even improve Okumura's Palace, which is still dog shit to play, but other than that, yeah, that's Royal. Pokemon Moon, I'm sorry to tell you, but there will be no Pokemon game that goes above a B, same with Alpha Sapphire. I will say Royal. Moon is my favorite Pokemon game out of the entire, well, 2 I've played, and the other ones I've watched people play. I really like the whole Hawaiian aesthetic, the whole like jungle kind of island design. I think that shit's cool as fuck. I love Hawaii. I love just all that shit. And Ultra Beast, cool. I love them. I love Aether Foundation, and I really, really, really fuck with the what do you call them? Team Skull. That shit goes hard. Hoonie Pop. I'll give it a low B. Undertale. Dog shit. Get out of here with that quirky uwu fucking :3 bullshit. That shit's just. I played it. The dialogue hurts. Everything about the game hurts. It's just quirky XD random, and I don't know why the fuck it got so popular. Wolfenstein Old Blood. I'll give that a low A. Why not? Same with what was it? Fucking whatever this one is. The other one. Both fine games. And Wolfenstein 2. I'll give it a middle B. I won't say it's outstanding. It's still fun to play. It's just the new character. Meh, and half of the game you're literally crippled. COD 4 goes to a high B. I think I'm cool with that answer. World at War, I'll give a low A. Black Ops, yes, that is definitely a high A for me. Definitely a high A. Go right here. I really enjoy that. Dude, the best zombies in the series, hands fucking down. Fight me on this. If you do, I'll kill you. Modern Warfare 2. Now that I will put in a middle A. It does have a fun multiplayer. I agree with the fucking acting retard over here that yes, it is like a power fantasy, and I do fuck with that concept a lot. Black Ops 2. I'm gonna give it a little lower. I think it's a shit zombies. A decent campaign. Pretty decent campaign, and this is when the pick 10 system started, and I don't really like the pick 10 system. It's neat, but I don't know. I could live without it. Modern Warfare 2, 222. I'm gonna give it a B. Modern Warfare 3. It's a bit better. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's a little bit better, and it is more fun in a multiplayer manner, but dog shit zombies, dog shit story, and yeah, it was cool to go play on the old maps again, but I realized, yeah, I kind of don't really like a majority of COD maps, like, in general, and replaying them kind of reminded me of that I don't really like that. I don't even like Rust. I don't like fucking Shipment. I don't like any of this shit. Portal. Yes, no one would blame me if I said Portal 1 and Portal 2 were S tier. Counter-Strike Consistent Zero, because this had a single player. I will give a... Yeah, I'll give it above Uber Soldier. That was a fun game. It was a fun little time waster, and you get it for free, quote unquote, after buying the original Condition Zero, but I ain't gonna complain. Some kind of therapy or something. Sakia Izakaya, whatever the fuck she's called, gives you like therapy and dabs. That's a low... No, that's a low C. Okay, Fear. I'm gonna include these as just the first game as well. So I am putting in a S tier. Fear is actual hidden Kino. Let me put this up, actually. Fear is hidden Kino and some of the best early 2000s gunplay and fucking... When you want to talk about a horror game and on top of that a first-person shooter, this shit fucking... This is your alley right here. This is where you want to fucking go. Fear 2, I'm gonna give it B. I don't think it's outstanding. I don't think it's crazy either. It's... alright. It still has fine gunplay, and it's interesting from time to time, and it is better because like you're not traveling through the fucking offices like for hours on end, and like there is new shit to see, but yeah, it wasn't engaging as the first. Maximum Action, low A. I'll give it B. It's a fine game, actually. It's an indie game where you just kind of go around just shooting people in like a kind of like a sandbox area, and yeah, if you catch it on sale, it's worth it. Police Stories. This shit got me mad like fucking Hotline Miami type shit. Sin. If this had a modern adaptation, I would probably give it like an A, but I'm gonna give it like, I'll give it a low A. I think it's cool, cool as fuck. I really love these 90s shooters. All of them had just dripped fucking artistic integrity. It had its own fucking flavor, and I love it. I think this shit's so fucking cool. Sin episodes, I'll put you down to B somewhere. This was supposed to be like a Half-Life 2 episodic content 1, but it was gonna have like 10 episodes, but it only has 1 now. But that 1 episode we have is really fucking good. The gunplay is some of the slickest Source Engine shooting I've ever felt in my life. And it still has that cool Sin art style, and oh, Lost in Vivo. Yeah, I think it's, Lost in Vivo fucking sucks. I don't care what Pyrocynical says, that dude fucking copes the fuck out of his ass. He has fetishizes these like boring ass fucking gay like horror games. It's just not fun. You're kind of just walking around the whole time, and I don't even understand the point of it. You know, pardon my language here. It just wasn't fun. And like, I get it. It had to do something with like mental illness, and you know, him seeing the fucking therapist that, ooh, it's an allegory for depression. Blah blah. Yep yep. Who the fuck cares? Judge Dredd. That is also Kino. I'm gonna give it a low A. Resident Evil 4. S. That's an S. I'm gonna move this. I'll move this right here. Yeah, I think that belongs there. I'm gonna give 4 down to... I'll move it down here. I think that's fine. I don't like the remaster because, dude, I had a thing before I upgraded my computer recently where, like, I put on a scope on that bolt action you get in the middle of the game, and when you scope in, it lowers your FPS to, like, 5, and it's because it does this rendering thing where, like, it like, upscales it, like, times 10, so it was killing my graphics card, but later on in the game, I got this infrared scope, and when I used that infrared scope, it was perfectly fine. So I don't understand why the fuck they did that, and I even turned down the scope quality to, like, low, and it didn't fix it. Nocturne. Dog shit. I played Nocturne. I've tried to go talk with Nocturne fans before, but they are some of the most retarded, actual, like, autistic morons I've actually had the displeasure of talking to. This game is just fucking terrible. In safe areas where you should be safe, you can die. In areas where you can save, you will die. In stores, you will die. Everywhere you can fucking die, and it's not funny. It's not funny, it's not fun, it's not cool. Everything, it has the Persona 3 FES problem, which I neglected to mention. You will miss on enemies constantly, but they have a better chance at hitting you, but they'll still miss. It's like the entire game comes off like a skill issue, you know, it comes off like that, like those retards, those fucking Dark Souls fucking fans, what they say. They'll be like, oh, but it's hard, oh, wow, you don't like it because it's hard? It's like, Nocturne isn't hard, it's tedious, it's annoying, it's irritating. The only thing I can say that it has is like a cool protagonist idea, because I really fuck with Demi Fiend's design, and I do kind of like the, like, world you're in, but the fucking cave system in the metro sucks. A lot of the bosses suck, the characters you're around have piss poor fucking motivations. It just sucks. Just play SMT5. SMT5 is 30 million times better. Oblivion, I'll give that a B. I think it's a perfectly fine game. Skyrim, and speaking of which, I'm putting Skyrim, putting it below Nekopara Volume 2. Half-Life Caged, I'll give it a low C. I guess it's an alright mod, and that's like worth 30 minutes of your time. Turok, I would do low A. Okay, fucking finally, I can wrap this shit up with the Yakuza, because boy oh boy, do I got a lot to say about this. 0, I'll give 0 a low A. That's alright. I think the story is fine, and I do like how you can play as Majima, but like, I don't like how nothing carries over. That's my biggest beef, but I think a lot of people kind of look over, which upsets me a lot. Kiwami 1, I do fuck with Nishiki, I do fuck with the story. I think this has one of the better stories in the Yakuza series, and it kind of still confuses me why they changed a lot about it in terms of, what do you call it? Like, there's no English dub, and like, I really hate how come they never paid homage to like the classic Nishiki, like 10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy, that kind of stuff. There's so much you can do. God, I love it. Yakuza 2, it's fine. 3, I'm biased as fuck. I think 3 story and the graphics, you know, I already told you about my early 2000s fetish. I think the graphics are kino, and I really, really love the story. The story is genuinely one of the more heartwarming bits of Yakuza, and I really wish that ended Kiryu's story, but unfortunately, our little moneymaker needs to go print more money. Yakuza 4 going in... I'll give it a C. I don't think it's that interesting. I don't know why Kiryu's here. I like fucking Saejima. I think Saijima's alright. And I wish to just focus more on him and Akiyama and that detective guy that I can't remember the name of because he never comes back. But it's just, I don't know. Overall, it's fucking forgettable. I don't know anything. I don't even remember the fucking story. Like, I played it and it's like my mind just turned off because I don't get it. It was just some power-hungry moron, as with most of the fucking Yakuza games. Yakuza 5... low B. It could have been a lot more, but I even read a report where the guy who was like writing the story was literally just coming up with like ideas on the fucking fly. Because it's still playable, you know, it's still a game, and I think it has a cool ass boss fight, like ending boss fight, which I think is heavily fucking slept on with that nice guitar fucking theme. Holy fuck, that makes me cum. Yakuza 6, don't like. Boring as fuck, and it's trying to be Yakuza 3 so bad. Yakuza 7, I'll give a high B. That was a fun game, but Infinite Wealth clears and it does everything so much better. Man Who Erased His Name, low C. Brought back style switching just to go make one thing OP as fuck and the other one boring, and I hardly understand why the fuck it was even made. The story at the beginning is neat, but it just kind of becomes a slog. And then, finally, one of my more favorite games, Like a Dragon. I would not blame you at all if you just skipped every single Yakuza game just to play Like a Dragon. It is that fucking good of a game, and they already kind of explain everything. The only bit you're going to kind of miss on is Kiryu's part of the story, but like, if I'm being honest here, you really don't need to know. You just play fucking Yakuza 0, 1, 2, and then nah, you should play 3. And then just kind of skip on 4, 5, and 6, because who cares? Other than that, this game's Kino. Alright, there's the fucking list. Honestly, with the few fucking hot takes I have, I'm going to be very subscribed if I still maintain my sub count, but there it fucking is. This video was AIDS to fucking edit, so I hope you're happy.